According to Newsmax commentator, Joe Biden is stepping out of the race this weekend, but he will not endorse Kamala Harris. I wish they would just tell us why. I wish they would tell us why. So let me just go ahead and play this video. Hey, y'all. Happy Friday evening. Shout out to Newsmax. Hopefully I won't get in trouble for this video. Okay.
Kentucky and perhaps the governor of Pennsylvania, Governor Shapiro. Other possible candidates who are being talked about include Gavin Newsom, the governor.
What do you got for us?
Carl, according to multiple Democratic sources, this is happening all of a sudden. Everyone said it would happen gradually and then all at once, and that's what's happening. According to my sources, President Biden has agreed to step down as the Democratic nominee.
Oh, man.
It will happen as early as this weekend. A speech has been drafted for him.
Okay, so he's stepping down as the nominee, not as president. Okay, so the nominee he's the 2024 nominee for president. He's stepping down for the nominee, but he's still going to be president until January 20th, 12, whatever, when Trump or Harris is sworn into office. Okay, that's what that means. Let's listen some more.
He will continue on as president, is his intention. He also will not, I'm told, endorse Vice President Harris as his successor. They're hoping that he will endorse an open process.
So he will not endorse his vice president as his successor, y'all. What that tell y'all? What that tell y'all? I should take my picture down, girl, because my hair is a mess. But what that tell y'all? The president is not going to run for the 2024 election, but his vice president, he will not nominate her. He will not anoint her as his successor. What y'all think that mean? She's his VP. So why you not going to nominate her? She's next in line to be president. Okay.
Process in which the convention will be open to Vice President Harris and a few other candidates in Chicago to pick the Democratic nominee for president. The belief is that.
Okay, so what's going to happen if Biden does not nominate, does not anoint Harris as his successor? There's going to be an open convention, which means anybody who want to run for president on the Democratic ticket can show up in Chicago and say, I want to be president. I want y'all to vote for me. That's what that means. That means Harris is going to have to fight for the nomination. Again, Harris can't win no state. Now, the reason y'all need to ask is why. Go watch my video. If you didn't watch the video I did this morning, where I tell you the story about why Joe Biden is not going to nominate her. I wish he would call in Morning Joe one morning and just tell us the truth. Because it makes no sense that you have a vice president that you speak well of. You're stepping down. You had her on your ticket for 2024. You're stepping down as the nominee, but you're not going to anoint her your successor. You don't see something fishy with that, cousins. Cousins, y'all don't see something fishy with that.
Vice President Harris is already looking at potential running mates to go to Chicago with a full ticket, including one possibility, Andy Beshear, the governor of Kentucky, and perhaps the governor of Pennsylvania, Governor Shapiro.
Now, I mean, Biden can't say this is a coup because he didn't announce nothing yet, but she's already looking at running mates. You're planning behind my back. Even though Harris needs to hire me as her advisor. Okay, I wouldn't want to work with you because I wouldn't like her. You know how you could tell people you won't like I won't like her. But hello, Harris. If somebody get this to Harris, Shapiro would not be a good running mate. Harris. You looking at Shapiro. Shapiro's not a good running mate.
Other possible candidates who are being talked about include Gavin Newsom, the governor of California, perhaps Gretchen Whitmer, and again, the vice president running. On the first ballot, the regular...
So Newsom already have California. So the thing is, Biden has the delegates that if he nominate Harris, Harris gets all of his nomination, all of his delegates. What he's saying is, no, I'm not giving her my delegates. Let there be an open convention and may the best man or woman win. Watch my video I did this morning explaining why, if this is true, we don't know why this is going to happen. Hopefully, maybe, possibly, Nancy Pelosi, Schumer, Jeffries, Obama, Claiborne, maybe they can talk to Biden and get him to nominate Harris. But Jill is mad. Jill is upset. Hunter they're gonna be mad that they're not gonna hold on to this power. I think Jill is going to tell Biden, do not nominate her. Do not nominate her. But I also think, watch the video I did this morning, I also think Biden has some resentment because of the video I did this morning. Go watch that video.
Regular delegates would be allowed to vote under this agreement that's being talked about amongst the president and high-level Democratic officials. The regular delegates would vote on the first ballot. If there is no winner on the first ballot, the so-called super delegates would be allowed to vote on the subsequent ballot. This decision was reached, I'm told, all of a sudden because of the high-level pressure from Nancy Pelosi, Barack Obama, and others, and as well as the decision of many of President Biden.
Let me rewind that a little bit. Let's rewind that a little bit.
Biden's top aides, that there will all of a sudden, because of the high-level pressure from Nancy Pelosi, Barack Obama, and others, for this agreement that's being talked about amongst the president and high-level Democratic officials, the regular delegates would vote on the first ballot. If there is no winner on the first ballot, the so-called super delegates would be allowed.
Okay, so the regular delegates will vote on the first ballot. So the first ballot is probably going to be Harris, Newsom, Whitman, whoever else want to run for president, right? They will vote. So right now, Obama, Claiborne, Pelosi, maybe, definitely Jeffries. Let me take the white people out. Right now, Obama, Claiborne, Jeffries, and whoever else, maybe the Black Caucus, is calling the delegates to vote for Kamala at the convention. So if Newsom, Harris, Whitman is running, all three of them, and the delegates vote and nobody wins, then the super delegates will decide. But if Biden anoints Harris, all his delegates goes to Harris. That's why he was saying in the interview, I have the delegates. I have all the delegates. They're all mine. So if you watch the RNC, the delegates each state delegate had to say, we nominate President Donald Trump 60 delegates from, for example, North Carolina. I'm just using that as an example. So if you have Harris, Newsom, and Whitman, I'm just using those for an example, and California is going to go for Newsom. I don't know how many delegates California have, but California is the biggest state, right? Help me out in the comments. California is the biggest state. So let's just say, for example, California has 100 delegates. They're going to give that 100 delegates to Newsom, their governor, right? Well, okay, let's say they give 90 to California, to Newsom, and 10 to Harris. Maybe she still have some faithful few out there. Let's say, for example, New Jersey have, I don't know, because I can't keep up with the numbers. Let's say New Jersey have 30 delegates. 30 delegates, New Jersey is pretty much a blue state. Well, they're all blue states. Let's say they give Kamala 30. all 30 New Jersey delegates to go to Kamala. No, she got 40. Newsom still has 90. And let's say Whitman, where's Whitman from? I forgot where Whitman is from. And let's say all of her delegates vote for her, and let's say she got 50. Newsom has 90, so Newsom is going to be the nominee. I'm just using that as an example so you can understand. If you're listening, you're like, what in the world is Janice talking about delegates? Because a lot of people don't really know how elections and the politics work. So I'm just giving you that as an example, that the delegates, that's why they have the RNC and the DNC, where all the state representatives come and say, we nominate Joe Biden from the state of New Jersey with 50 delegates. Okay, I'm just giving you an example so you can figure out how it works in your head. The numbers are not right, girl. I'm just making up the numbers because, you know, somebody's going to comment in the comment, California have 250 delegates. I'm just using that as an example, boo-boo.
To vote on the subsequent ballot. This decision was reached, I'm told, all of a sudden because of the high-level pressure from Nancy Pelosi, Barack Obama, and others, and as well as the decision of many of President Biden's top aides that there was no path forward for him, that he would not be able to win this election, win the general election, and therefore he's stepping aside.
So in other words, remember he was like, nobody told him that he's not winning in the polls. So Nancy, Barack, Jeffries, Schumer, they all talked to him. Jeffries, Schumer, and Pelosi talked to Biden day before yesterday. Obama is handling him with kid gloves, and they're telling him there is no path for you to win President Joe Biden. 82, if I remember correctly, 70 to 80% of the Democratic Party do not think you can win. I don't know about you. You cannot win an election if 80% of the people that's supposed to be voting for you think you can't win. So he needs to step out of the race. So he will remain president until January 2012, whatever, when Trump or whoever is sworn in, he will no longer be president. He will be president, but he will not be the nominee for the 2024 election.
Is this weekend.
So, Mark,
it's messy, honey. It's messy. But the question you should be asking yourself, like I did on the video this morning, is why not Kamala? So listen to that video and I will explain why not Kamala. I see a few people in the comments having emotional issues, but you can't come back and argue with what I say. Remember, I have three great loves: the Bible, finance, and politics, boo-boo. I can debate any of those three subjects with anybody at any time. Fine, my politics has been a little rusty since the whole Trump, Biden, Harris, Clinton situation. But, you know, it's like riding a bicycle. I know who the players are. I know what's what. I know how the political realms work. I know how the election works. I understand the delegates and so on and so forth. I know who's pulling the strings. So you can be emotional as much as you want, boo-boo, but you have to come back and argue with me. And I'm not really going back and forth in the comments, okay? With the political videos, I'm not. I might have responded to one or two people, but I'm not going back and forth with anybody. If you notice, I haven't made any comments on any of them. Maybe one or two videos here. I'm also going on vacation next week, which is a crazy time for me to go on vacation. But I'm not going to be doing any videos next week. Maybe I'll pop in and do a shorts here and there, but I don't know how it's going to work. But anyway, let me know what you think about this, honey. Let me know, why is Joe Biden not nominating Kamala Harris? I want to know. Put it in the comments. Love you. Talk to you later. Be sure to subscribe, thumbs up. Remember to show me love and support. My books are available on Amazon. And if you've picked up any of my books, have not left me reviews, please, ma'am, please, sir, please leave me some reviews. We need reviews. All your author friends, we need reviews. Love you. Bye. Yeah. Kamala should have taken her cookie off the table. But anyways, that's rumor.